Welcome to round 3 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of April 8th. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
And Nicole Eridix.
Hi.
We're moms of teens and young adults, and when it comes to parenting, we've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. But we're still waiting for that day when we'll reach the finish line and have no further need to lay down in a dark room with a wet rag over our eyes, worrying about something or other. Wednesday is complaint day here on Parenting Roundabout, and I would like to complain about myself. Well, really about my response to other people's behavior. And you know how when your kid has a disappointment about something, and you feel bad about it, and you want to, talk to your child and learn from the ways that this went wrong and move them forward, and yet in your head, you are just raging about the fact that various people who told you this wouldn't work will now feel justified in their opinion and be saying I told you so, or even just thinking I told you so, and you just want to go back and undo this thing and make it right just so that those people don't get the satisfaction. I am there right now. My son had a job opportunity. I sort of, created a job opportunity for my son, rooted it out. And it was with an employer that has kind of a reputation. So every time we mentioned this to the mother of one of his friends, she would say, oh, I don't know about that place. And I would, it bothered me a little bit because, well, what is she saying? That I'm knowingly putting my child in a terrible position, which I guess maybe I was. But just like the doubtingness of it, just say, oh, well, interesting. Let me know how that goes. Don't say, oh, I don't know about that. So this happened a number of times, she said that, and it really bothered me. And then, of course, he started the job. It went exactly the way she probably figured it would go. And the whole time I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this cannot fail, because then she's going to be saying, oh, I didn't think that would work, and it'll just make me explode. So this is not healthy. It's not healthy for me to feel that way. What do I care what this person thinks? And at the same time, be supportive of people. Isn't the humane way to do this? Say, oh, interesting, that's very good. Well, good luck with that. And then you go home and you say, I can't believe she's doing this. What a stupid thing. Right? You don't say it to the person's face. I don't care what people say behind my back. But don't be unsupportive
it's one thing if
face.
She had personal experience with it and she could say, here's how it went for us.
Right.
Without implying, there's a way to do that
yes.
still says it might be different for you.
Right. Even then, I would not want her to do that unless I asked.
Right.
Hey, your kid worked there. How did it go? Mm-hmm. Then you can tell me. But, I've heard all the same stories about this particular employer, but, my kid doesn't get that many opportunities. So if somebody's going to give him an opportunity, I'm going to try it out. Mm-hmm. Doesn't work? We cross it off the list and we move on, and everybody around us should say, oh, well, good for you for giving that a try. That's my message to my son. Good for you for giving that a try. That's the message I want to hear from everybody, not, oh, yeah, I knew that was never going to work. Right. I don't hear that. Shut up.
Yeah.
Although I will not say that. I will just talk about you behind your back on my podcast. This is the way civilized people do things.
Oh, my friend, went on that diet or tried that whatever and it didn't work, or my friend had a pimple and it turned out to be cancer. Like it's not helpful when it's like second, third hand.
It's even possibly not helpful firsthand if the person doesn't want to hear it. You have to kind of
I don't know. I just feel like I would never say that. Like I would maybe, oh, okay, wow, good luck with that.
Right, exactly.
I just don't. I can't imagine saying to somebody, "Oh, well, let me, tell me how that works out."
Every single time we mentioned it, oh, I don't know about that.
That's who says that.
It just sounds like she did not get the hint at all.
Yeah.
And
it's not impossible that I've. It's not impossible that I've said judgy things that have hurt her feelings. So it may just be a mutual human thing. But this is my podcast, and I get to explain about the stuff that bothers me. Darn it. The apology episode was Monday.
Right.
So do you guys ever have these stupid thoughts that keep you from focusing on the really important thing, which is that, your kid has had disappointment and you're going to work on that and you're going to learn from it and you're going to move forward? I my stomach was churning on the day that this thing was not being successful.
Yeah.
Mostly because of the thought of the I told you so person, which is stupid. Why do I feel that way? And am I alone?
No, I don't think you're alone, because I don't think anybody wants to hear I told you so, or even, like you said, implied. Implied I told you soing.
Yes.
It's also not okay.
I had more invested in proving her wrong than I thought, apparently. Because, he's not going to have this job. He's not going to have this money coming in. But what really bothers me is that she's right.
Yeah.
That's bad. Is that a...
I feel like that's very human. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's a
just
mom
you.
thing, maybe. That we compete with each other or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that we kind of stake ourselves in not necessarily being better than other people, but proving to other people that we can do things. Mm-hmm. And so when it doesn't, it becomes much more personal than it needs to be.
Right.
And that's bad. We should stop that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I also see it in things like, well, your kid has to, you get your kid plays a sport or does an activity and you get involved, and then suddenly they don't want to do it anymore. It's like, well, now I'm president of the board or whatever.
That's
and
right.
Then what? It's not quite the same thing, but it's like, I have other people who have thoughts and opinions about our family participation in this thing.
Yes. Now all those people who I've complained to let their kids drop out.
Yeah.
Now my kid wants to do it. No. I don't know. Maybe it's a trigger for me too, because there's been a lot of naysaying in my kids' lives.
Yeah.
The whole many, many, many years in special education, which is pretty much all about sitting around a table and hearing all about all the things your kids will never do.
Right.
So, my whole identity as a mom gets wrapped up in, who says?
Right.
I'll show you. And then, things work out or they don't work out. They never go quite as good as you hoped or quite as bad as they predicted. It's always in some uncomfortable gray area in between. And then you're like, is this a victory? Can I spin this into a victory? Or is this, if I had done things the way they said, would things be better? I don't know. So is this going to be like for the rest of their lives? I'm going to be suiting up for this stuff.
Sounds like it.
I need to get a better helmet, clearly.
Or surround yourself with different people.
This person, I feel bad ragging on her because she's not really, I don't think that she meant any harm in it. But she may think that I'm overreach.
Given that she also has a child with special needs, you'd think that she maybe had experienced this herself and could put herself in your shoes.
Yeah. I think
that would be nice.
Right. I just think our shoes are different. But I just wish I could, I wish I could not care.
Yeah.
And apparently that's not possible because here I am still going on about it in a public forum.
It's been a couple of days.
It's been a couple of days on this one.
You're right. There's
still something when my daughter is in second grade that I'm still punching back on. And still hoping I see that person again one day so I can spit in their face, or hoping I don't see them so that they can say, well, I was kind of right. So,
yeah, I've had a lot of those experiences.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. It matters, and then something else comes up.
That's true. That's true.
It gets replaced by something else.
Yeah,
that's wait for the next traumatic disaster so that we can shift focus.
Yeah, kind of have to, there'll be, something else will come up tomorrow that we'll be worried about. So
that's right. Oh, I can't wait for the next worry to come so I can stop worrying about this.
Exactly. I need to re-wet my rag.
Yes. Yeah. This is. I definitely need to go into a dark room.
Yeah.
Well, while you do that, we'll wrap up today's round 3 because we know we can always come back for more complaints on another Wednesday.
Endless supply.
Yes, but tune in tomorrow when we'll obsess about paying for college, speaking of complaining, and then come back on Friday to see what we've come up with for our Roundabout Roundup picks this week. Find all of our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there on our Facebook page or on Twitter where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.